President Trump spoke about his plan for Big Pharma in a press conference yesterday. This is going to surprise you a little bit. Let's watch.
And I didn't speak to Mitch about this today, but a priority of mine, and you know that this is coming up, will be the cost of prescription drugs. We're going to get the costs way down, way down. And those drug companies, so you have the insurance companies in the one case. In the other case, actually, with regard to both, you have the drug companies. They contribute massive amounts of money to political people. I don't know, Mitch, maybe even to you. But I have to tell you, they contribute massive amounts of money. Me, I'm not interested in their money. I don't need their money. I will tell you, you have prescription drugs. You go to England, you go to various places, Canada, you go to many, many countries, and the same exact pill from the same company, the same box, same everything, is a tiny fraction of what it costs in the United States. We are going to get drug prices, prescription drug prices, way down because the world is taking advantage of us. The world is taking advantage of us when that happens. So that's going to be very important.
Okay, wait. You used to say this on the campaign trail. Then you got elected. Bernie Sanders proposed an amendment that said exactly that. Hey, let's make it so that Medicare can negotiate with drug companies for lower drug prices. Let's make it so we can re-import drugs from Canada, and then we'll pay a much cheaper price. You flipped on it, and you said now you're not in favor of it. They proposed it, you didn't say anything about it. So which is it, Don? Which is it? Now you're saying the same thing you said during the campaign trail, but you had already gone back on that. In fact, the reports were at the time that he met with pharmaceutical lobbyists once, and they changed his mind. So, but now you're right back to saying the stuff that you were saying before. So which is it, Don? Look, let's give him the benefit of the doubt, even though we shouldn't, but let's do it. Because here's an opportunity. You know, he spends the other half of the press conference talking about how Democrats are obstructionist. It is sad. It is unbelievable. And we will fight back against these Democrats and we will get our agenda passed. But now there's an opportunity. You want to work with Democrats? Let's work with Democrats. Why don't you give Bernie Sanders a call? Because if you believe what you really said there, you want to get the prices of drugs down, we have the answers. It's not a question like, hey, what policy do we craft to try to get these cheaper drugs? No, we have the answer. And the answer is very simply, allow Medicare to negotiate for cheaper drug prices and re-import drugs, and it would cost significantly less. But we're also going to break a little bit of news here today because we have an official comment, official statement from a congressperson responding to Trump here. This is from Justice Democrat Ro Khanna. And he says, Donald Trump and Bernie Sanders agree. Drug prices are outrageous and the drug companies are corrupting the system through contributions. Here is an actual chance to work with the president to get something done for the people. This would be a huge reform, and we should take the chance to do something substantive. Isn't that what people want of their elected leaders? Representative Peter Welch has a great bill on importing drugs and allowing Medicare to negotiate drug prices. Mr. President, support this bill. Hey, Don, why don't you pick up the phone and give Representative Peter Welch a call and give Representative Ro Khanna a call? Because if what you just said is what you believe, let's make a deal right now. What are you waiting for? Let's make a deal right now. Or you're all talk, and you don't really mean it. And you're speaking out of both sides of your mouth, and you're a liar. So which is it, Don? Are you a liar, or do you support drug reimportation? Are you a liar, or do you support allowing Medicare to negotiate for cheaper drug prices? You tell me, Don. You tell me. This is on you. So what I want everybody to do right now is go on Twitter at Donald Trump and tell him, work with Democrats to support the drug reimportation bill. Work with Democrats to support the drug reimportation bill. And you could add a little, hey, do you want cheaper drug prices or not? But at Real Donald Trump on Twitter, tell him, work with Democrats to support drug reimportation bill for cheaper pharma drugs. You can word it however you want to word it, but at Real Donald Trump, and you know what? Even say, call Representative Peter Welch. Call Representative Peter Welch and say, hey, he's got the bill that you just said you support. We saw the clip. So give him a call. Let's work this out. Let's make a deal. Because guess what? At the end of the day, I don't care if it's Democrat, Republican, Independent, what have you. As long as we get the proper policy in place, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. So, okay, you said you support it. Now let's make a deal. You said you support it. Here you go. Here's the bill. Drug reimportation and allow Medicare to negotiate for cheaper drug prices.